All right. So one last thing we need to talk about. That's our boys in
Your big
Wales.
moment. It's your big moment, Tyler. Let's go.
Yeah, man, they got the win done. There was only one game, so I know that we've been gone for 4 extra days here, but they got the win against AFC Wimbledon 2-0. They are 15-7-4 in second place. Last week we talked they were in third. They're 52 points. Again, still 2 points away from Stockport. The next game is tomorrow, which if you're watching this tomorrow, I guess the game is either probably done because it's like 4 a.m. But they're playing against Newport County. So uh, they're pretty much locked in. I saw some. I know I sent you the Reddit link, Vince, with their magic number.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
sent it to all of us, but I know Vince probably got a kick out of it. They have to win basically 20 out of the 23 games left or something like that to
Yeah,
ensure a promotion without having to go to a playoff.
right. But I mean, that number is actually gonna. The more games they win, it's actually gonna create a bigger gap too, because the teams
Right.
behind aren't gonna match them win for win. You
Right.
know.
Yeah.
So right now they need to. They can only afford to lose three to guarantee it. By the time we get down there, they probably will have like a 7 or 8 game cushion.
Yeah. Just
I
be
mean,
the
they
first two
probably.
teams.
I mean, right now it's 20 games. They'll probably only need to win 20 out of 23. I don't know,
Yeah. I think that's the
14,
luxury that
15 of
they
them.
have this year is that they don't like, yeah, you want to take first place from Stockport, but reality, as long as you're the top two teams,
Top
you're
three,
in.
top three,
Well, yeah, top three, and then four it goes into
four
playoff
through
with.
seven plays in that playoff. Yeah,
So they pretty much can write their own destiny. It doesn't really. There's not a
yeah,
whole lot of pressure. I mean, there is. They still got to win games, but it's not ginormous like it was last year.
right. Yeah, they weren't trying to get out of the dog shit league. You
Yeah,
know.
you didn't have to be number one. You just had to be, in
Yeah,
this league, you don't have to be number one. Last league, you had to be number one.
yeah,
Otherwise, good luck.
yeah. Playoffs at that point. Yeah. So they'll we talked about it in prior episodes. Like this feels like a mid tier, like a mid third tier
Yeah.
football team. This is where, and that's where they're headed right now. They're on their
Oh,
way.
I
So
did want to point out something interesting that I saw. Do I think it's going to happen? Absolutely not. But I found it to be somewhat interesting. So there's some news. Obviously, we know that I'm sorry, I say ours, but you know what? I'm claiming it. Wrexham is our team too. We root for them, just as well as Wales does. Notts County, obviously, they're losing their manager. He's going to go. Crystal, what was he? He's coaching a championship team. I'm drawing a blank. But anyways, their top player, Langstaff, who was their top goal getter,
mhm.
he apparently is being talked about in being trade or at least signing with Wrexham. There's talks about trying to bring in another striker, and they might want to try and bring in Langstaff for it, and he's going to cost them about 1.9 million pounds. But you get a 20 plus goal scorer, and you get someone who could be, 1 and 2 with Paul Mullen. Now you're talking like this
Two
team.
aces for
This
those Ted
might be
Lasso watchers. Two
yeah,
aces.
this might be, obviously going to have to do some work on the championship team, but you might be able to hold your own, at least scoring wise, in the championship mid level, with these two guys if they're on your roster. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
if like that, a signing of that caliber, um, that puts them closer to the top, to the upper end of League One, which means you're fighting for a shot at the championship level. I mean, I at that point I wouldn't completely rule it out. It's not
Yep.
out of the realm of possibility at that point. Like it becomes, like you can see the path. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a guarantee by any means, but you can see the path. How that, like, and then maybe they would be a team that bounces back and forth between championship and League One at that level until they find more revenue streams to improve the stadium and get more people in there, and then finish the cop and all that stuff. And that's like you can see how that would work and how they're building for the future, and how you're trying to make money in the present and not run in the red here, but you're also like opening up a chance to make even more money fairly quickly as well.
Yep.
So I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Um
That it's crazy to me that, ownership cares about winning and has a plan.